We started the video out with a cute dog, the best way to try and get you guys to leave a like on the video.
If you've never seen my face before, my name's Alex.
We're just gonna have some fun.
You know, I had a dream about this.
So welcome to this video that I'm doing today. More specifically, welcome to my office. If you don't know where we are right now, we're in my office. Huge shout out to Squarespace, by the way, for sponsoring this video. And yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I received a pretty cool package. Now being a nerd, I'm super excited about this. I bought this on Amazon. This is the Insta360 One R Twin Edition. It's essentially an action camera that can record 360 video and has two separate lenses that are interchangeable. Now, the main reason why I think this is so game changing is because this is essentially an action camera, and as you can see, it already has a lens on it here. This is a normal lens like a GoPro, for example. However, you switch it out with what's called these mods. Now this is the 360 mod, which, you guessed it, allows this action camera to record 360 video. So, as usual, I've got a really cool video planned for you guys today, which is going to revolve this camera here. And I want to explain why I bought this, and why I think it's so cool, and why I think 360 video is relevant now.
Oh, and by the way, say hello to Karen. This is my
my camera robot, essentially on wheels, so I can see exactly what you guys are seeing. Now, I am aware that YouTube is a funny old place, so I want to tell you guys that I've bought this camera out of my own moolah, so you're gonna get my raw thoughts of it, obviously. And now, a couple of years back, when the quality of 360 video was bad, people viewed 360 video as the whole point of it was to see 360 degrees all around. And yeah, that's a good use for it, but what an even better use for it is to be able to reposition where the camera's looking after the fact. Before, because the quality of these 360 cameras wasn't very good, you couldn't really do that. But now you can focus in on a section of the video or reframe it to look wherever you want to look. And that is why I think these things are now gonna start taking off, because you can physically put this camera wherever you want, don't have to worry about what it's looking at, and just look at what you want to look at after the fact. And I think that is an absolute game changer, and we're gonna have some fun today. Okay, so I'm now recording in 360. I have no idea what this means or what I'm gonna be able to do, but hopefully, no matter where I am, I should be able to reframe the image so you guys can literally look anywhere, and that is what I mean. 360 is a complete gimmick, but the fact that you can just reframe the image after the fact and not have to worry about where the camera's pointing when you're shooting, that's the game changer.
When I was in South Africa, we had a 360 camera in the car with the driver when he was going across the desert at like 600 miles an hour. And I could choose the shot that I wanted. That's what I like from it. When it's a static camera, it can give you a camera move.
Oh yeah. Thank you. You can sit in if you want, buddy.
Oh my! You know, I had a dream about this.
No way, buddy. That's actually mental.
I think they're great. I'm gonna get some.
Now, touching on and adding to what Elliot has just said there, now these 360 cameras are getting that powerful, and this is why they're game changing, because they actually film in now like 5.7K all the way around. So if you crop into like a 16:9 portion of the video, you're gonna get a pretty decent 1080p image no matter where you look. And that's the game changer. So essentially the other day, I crashed my drone, right? So Elliot came to my office a couple of days ago and completely rebuilt the drone from the ground up, like the inside gubbins of it, and I've put it in this new shell, which you should be able to see here if I'm doing this right. I don't know what I'm really doing. So one of my plans, one of my goals for today's video is to somehow mount this 360 camera on the FPV drone. That should make some really cool shots. So Elliot is back again today. Hopefully we can get my drone working so we can use that as just one of the test points for this camera today. I want to show you something real quick though. This is the live view from this 360 camera. Hopefully you can see it. What I'm going to go ahead and do is twist the camera around, and as you can see, because it's a 360 camera, it's just still staying locked in the same position even though the camera's moving. Like, this is blowing my mind. So I'm getting a little bit impatient, a little bit too giddy with this. I'm going to try and mount this camera on the back of my car, and then we're going to drive down to London with Ty and get some mods done to the cars, more specifically my M2 and Ty's M2, and film it all in 360. So this is either going to look terrible or really, really cool.
Hello.
Come back to my parents' house because I'm meeting Ty here. Unfortunately, my house's driveway isn't big enough for what we want to do today. Also super excited because this is the first time I'm seeing my mate Ty in ages. Since before lockdown, he was like a high risk. So he hasn't been allowed to see anybody at all, so we're gonna have a fun day today, and we're gonna start by taking the wrap off my car. Here he is, he's arrived.
First time I've been with friends in 4 months.
Really?
Well, almost 5 months now. Don't look at the number.
Yeah, the number plate. The number plate is a little bit wonky. It's something with the ass looks so fat on there. And hopefully, what we're gonna do, get some carbon bits.
I think so.
I wanted to get the steering wheel trim. Wait, how much did you say you were gonna spend today?
$1,000.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to spend the same. We're gonna spend some money on our cars, but first, before we drive down there, we're gonna take the wrap off my car. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, so Ty and I have got an hour, would you say?
Yeah.
1 hour
To unwrap the whole car.
to unwrap the whole car. Ty, mate, I didn't want that bit off, I wanted that bit to stay on.
Oh, no worries.
Right, I'm stopping here because I want to show the vlog this. Everything on this car, including the thing that I broke pulling off, everything is like literally just super glue taped on to the car, so the BMW logos and these things on the side. Bit mental, really.
Perfect. Done.
Yeah, done?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, Ty, give me an elbow, you know, coronavirus and all that. We have literally taken off the wrap. What do you think it looks like now? Give me your honest opinions.
So much better. I actually can't feel my fingers though.
So this is all of the wrap that we took off the car. You wouldn't think that it was all of that, would you? You'd think it'd be loads more.
Looks like a bin bag.
That's so offensive, how rude. I need some sticky, you know what, should I just buy the carbon fibre ones when we get there? I think we should just buy the carbon fibre ones when we get there. Woo! Thank you. Okay, so we are about, I want to say, 45 minutes into our road trip. Look at Ty's face. Okay, so we've successfully made it down in one piece to Auto ID, and you can see that because you can see here Jack's incredible M235i. It just looks like a statement piece. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Look at this monster. So my car is in, no time being wasted. We are currently fitting the front splitter, but we're not going to essentially stick it on, we're just going to bolt it in, because at some point in the near future my bumper's going to have to come back off to get all of this paint here sorted. Okay, so you're gonna definitely need to let me know what those 360 clips look like on the way down. I think the camera is really, really good so far. It's serving its purpose. Like I said at the start, I think that these 360 cameras are good for repositioning the frame, so you can literally point the camera, well, not necessarily point it, but just use it and not have to worry about where the actual lens is facing.
You can't look so good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're now in 360. I'm doing a bit of a 360 vlog. My car is finished. Ty's has gone in. So this is essentially what we've had done. I've had the front splitter put on, so if you guys have a quick look around there, you should be able to see that that just looks absolutely awesome. Going to look even better by the time the actual bumper has been painted. I'm going to get that done ASAP. We actually had the steering wheel trim done, so now this is all legit carbon fibre in here. And then just over there you can actually see the old steering wheel trim. And then when we get home, we've actually got another mod to fit when we get back, essentially. These bits.
It's not a hole anymore.
Look, there's no hole in the side of the car. Okay, so these are now carbon fibre too. Oh, I'm just loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. But I've worked my ass off for this, and it's something that I'm really, really passionate about. So I really hope that comes through in the videos. It's definitely something that, well, both Ty and I absolutely love.
Brilliant.
Nice,
Thank
awesome,
you very
mate.
much.
Thank you so much for coming
Very
down.
much. I don't have anything else.
I was
Just
thinking
this.
if I've got Ty, you're having photos with your fans.
Yep.
You can sit in if you want, buddy.
Oh my god.
You mean you've driven all the way here?
You know I had a dream about this.
No way, buddy. That's actually mental.
Gonna spend the rest of my life. Gonna spend the rest of my life.
Okay, so it's now been a couple of days since I've actually received the camera and, you know, went down to Auto ID with Ty and everything, because I wanted to actually ingest the footage to my computer and sort of check out the editing process of it before giving you my final thoughts of this thing. And I'm holding the box right now because I don't actually know where the camera itself is anymore. So I'm going to show you what you actually have to do when you get into your computer. Oh, and here is that other mod. The main clip that you're working on is down here at the bottom. So what you can go ahead and do is click on free capture, and then this will now allow you to look around the frame, essentially anywhere you want to look. Now, as you can see right here, there's some key points. Now, if I wanted to add a key point here, we can just look round and then add the key point by clicking this, and there you go, the key point is added. Now, if you wanted this to be an effect, you have your effects down here, so you can do like the tiny world thing, or you can make it look like a sphere and look all the way around like that, just do some cool weird things. I like the fisheye effect because then it's just like a normal camera where you can just look around. And obviously you do have the option to export the full 360 video if you wanted to put it in some VR goggles, for example. But like I said at the start, that's not really why I'm using it. I'm using it because I want to be able to reframe and reposition the camera to look anywhere. So do I recommend ultimately the Insta360 One R? I think the answer is yes. Because ultimately it's a new piece of tech that I think is still in its infancy, and tech when it's in its infancy is when it's at its most fun, right? That's when it's like most mind-boggling and really cool just to look at. Like this in 5 years, you'll be like, yeah, 360, that's a bit boring because it's, you know, been out for so long. But with that being said, I need to thank today's sponsor, Squarespace. And I'm happy to let Squarespace sponsor me because I've used them myself for years before they reached out, and all of my own company websites are already built on Squarespace, and you can see a few of them on the screen. They've got loads of templates to choose from, so if you want to take the easy route, you can choose one of the templates, upload all your stuff, and then you're good to go. But if you do want to take it that little bit step further, do HTML, add like animations and really cool things to your website and really dial in with the settings, that's all there to do as well. It's all built in, it's all easy to do. They've got SEO, so you can see how your website is going to appear on search engines like Google, and they handle literally everything, like I've said, from the creation of the website to the domain, which is usually the hard part of making a website. It's all done on Squarespace. So if you would like to get 10% off, or know anybody that would, then please tell them to use my code MarzBar, or just go to squarespace.com/MarzBarVlogs and you'll get 10% off your first Squarespace purchase. But for now guys, that's been it from me, and yeah, it's been a fun one. I'll see you in the next one.